And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. It is Stanley Cup Final, game number 2. Florida Panthers versus Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas with the 1-0 series lead after game 1. And back on home ice, trying to take care of business again tonight as well. And go to Florida up 2-0. Should be a great game. Should be a lot of fun. Definitely looking to enjoy some hockey here this evening and hope you guys are as well. So welcome in, everybody, once again. Really appreciate you all watching. We got the poll up in the chat, so if you guys want to vote on who you think is going to win tonight, you can get your votes in. We're still a little ways away from puck drop. It's the finals, so it's really like an 8:20 start as opposed to an actual 8 o'clock game. But when they drop the puck, we'll get into it. Until then, we get to hang out and chat for a while and get ready to enjoy some Stanley Cup action. We're down to the last few games of the season here. The trophy's on the line, the championship's on the line, and just trying to enjoy the last little bit of hockey we have until next fall. So thank you guys for being here. We got Cap, TJ, Austin, Sherry, Bond, McDobbs. What's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys all being here as always. I believe Mr. Brody's going to be making an appearance tonight as well. So not sure how long until he gets here, but he's going to be stopping by for a bit. Derek, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat as always. And just hoping for a great night of hockey tonight. Hopefully it's a fun, exciting game. Two good teams going at it and a very important win on the line here early on in this series. And obviously Florida would really like to get this one, even it back up. At least get one of those road wins that lower seeds are always looking for so much, and have a chance to go back home in a pretty good spot. And for Vegas, they want to take care of business on home ice. If they win those first 2 games, they put themselves in a really good position. And this, even though it's still early in the series, every game is important. Jay, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Nope, I will not be doing another game this week, Austin. Bolts and Caps fan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, what's going on, Duke? Welcome in. I swear you like change your name every round of the playoffs. I swear it's a different name for each round. Oh, there you go, Austin. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it is good. Hope you have some fun at those games. We'll see how it goes. Hey, what's going on, James? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, job's going good. So far so good with that, and good to be doing a game here tonight. Yeah, I thought, Babcock to Columbus is definitely interesting, especially with some of the younger players that Columbus has. We'll see how that goes. That's definitely going to be a bit of an experiment, to say the least. I played hockey through high school, and that was it, Blake. I was done playing after high school. TJ, you were like the third person I said hello to. You were like one of the first ones in the chat. What's going on, Cristiano? Welcome in. Sanino, welcome. Thank you for being here. Ace, welcome in. Matt, what's going on? Good to see you here in the chat. I do not think Vegas is going to sweep. No, both of these teams are way too good for it to be a sweep. I picked Florida in 7 before the series started. I'm gonna stick with Florida in 7. Yeah, you mentioned that last time, Bolts and Caps fan. You did mention that you were getting a new job. I hope it's good. What's going on, John? Welcome in. Underwater, welcome. Emmanuel, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Nope. No, Ethan, nobody on YouTube is showing the game. Your video will immediately get taken down by the NHL. It's pretty good, Matt. It's pretty good. Still about 15 minutes away from puck drop here. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Bolts and Caps fan. Very glad to hear that. Hey, there you go, Underwater. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. Yeah, Derek, it was very similar. It was quite the stick save, and it was very reminiscent of Braden Holtby back in 2018. Absolutely. I played center in hockey. I mean, I played a lot of different positions as a kid, but primarily played center. Yeah, no, Bolts and Caps fan, I got you there. Yeah, I'm hoping this game doesn't go too late because I've got work tomorrow as well. There's no time off of work for hockey the night before. It's work comes the next day no matter what. I kind of wish that game 3 was gonna be. I think it's what's today? No, game 4 is coming up Saturday, I think, and then I'm pretty sure that game 3 is Wednesday. But I was kind of hoping that there would be a game on Friday, because if there was a game on Friday, I probably would have been able to do it. But they play. I'm pretty sure they play Wednesday, Saturday. Hey, that'd be awesome, Underwater, if you could get to the Boston Marathon. That'd be fantastic. Hey, what's going on, Aries? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Always great to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, hopefully this is a long series. You know, I don't want it to be 4 or 5 games. Oh, game 3's on Thursday. That's right. Game 3 is Thursday and game 4 is Saturday. That's right. So the 2-day break is after tonight, not after game 3. It's after tonight. They have Tuesday night and Wednesday night off. They play game 3 on Thursday, and then they play game 4 on Saturday. I wish that game 3 was on Friday because I would have been able to do it, but it's not. I know I will not be doing Saturday night. I already have planned Saturday night. The most people I ever had in a live stream was, whatever the peak was during the Bruins-Panthers Game 7. I think it was like 2,800 people or something like that. Yeah, it was like 2.8K in during overtime of Game 7 between the Bruins and Panthers. That's definitely the most ever. Yeah, no, and John, I remember the last time I streamed was during during the Dallas Vegas game, game 4 last week or maybe like a week and a half ago. And I said that the longer that series went, because Florida had already finished off Carolina in 4, said Florida was going to lose momentum if there was a long gap between series. And that Vegas-Dallas series ended up going 6 games. Then they had an additional 4 days off between the end of that series and the start of the final. So there were Florida didn't play for over a week, and I think that layoff definitely killed some of the momentum that the Panthers had. No, I hopefully gonna be doing. Hopefully this series goes actually to beyond 4 games and into game 6 or 7, and I'll be doing some of the elimination games at the end. That was a very fun stream. Yeah, no, that was crazy. That Game 7 stream was nuts. Brendan, what's going on? Good to see you here. Thanks so much for coming by. That's a good question, Duke. I'm not. There's a lot of good things I like, and there's also things that are really annoying about the city, like trying to drive through it. But I really like the historical aspect because obviously Boston has a huge amount of American history in it, and so much of the USA becoming a country has direct ties to Boston, so that's really, really cool. And I kind of like how I don't go to a lot of other big cities, so other cities are probably this way too. But I like how you can kind of break the city into parts, and there's within the one city, there's different areas and neighborhoods that are kind of all their own and have their own kind of style and personality to them in a way that is pretty cool in Boston. What's going on, Avi? Great to see you here. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it as always. What's going on, Bruce? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really close series as well. I do, though, after seeing what happened in Game 1, I do think that long layoff between series definitely didn't help the Panthers. Yeah, I think it was too long for Florida. They kind of lost a bit of that momentum and real hot streak that they had going. But we'll see, if they win tonight, when you're the road team, all you got to do is win one of the first 2 games and you take away that home ice advantage. So I think Florida can really put themselves in a solid position if they find a way to win tonight. But they're definitely going to have to play better tonight than they did in Game 1. They're not going to win playing like they did in Game 1. They got to be more disciplined. They got to capitalize on more of their chances. And if they can do that, this could be a 1-1 series. If not, Vegas is going to be sitting pretty up 2-0. CMA, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Jeff, awesome to have you in the chat. Blair, what's going on? Dennis, welcome in. Trying to say hello to everybody. The chat's starting to move a bit now. We got more people coming, which is awesome. Thank you guys all for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. It's been pretty cold and rainy the last couple of days, Aries. It's not been pleasant weather here recently. Hey, Vortex Gaming, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Hey, here he is. Let's go. Brody has made it. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? Just got to finish Just gotta put your address down. It's 18, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then this will be signed off for you, and I don't have to worry about crumpling it anymore. I've kept this in phenomenal shape over the course of the last 2.5 weeks.
Brody's doing paperwork for me.
That's it. If any of you need administrative work, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm
No, it doesn't feel like summer yet, Dennis. That's for sure. This week's been pretty tough. Brody needs a napkin. Oh boy.
Already?
What? Already, McDub?
I brought this to.
We're still about 5 minutes away from puck drop here. What's that?
I brought this to the. The fuck's her name? Now I can't think of it. Carrie Perkins this morning.
Oh.
And she's like, "So what do you want me to do with it? Because it's for Rhode Island." I was like, "No. I knew I was gonna have this problem. I just need it notarized." She's like, "Well, what do you need notarized?" I'm like, "My signature. That's it. Like it's. Come on, Carrie." Oh. Anybody in this chat listening, go see the new Spider-Man movie. Unfucking believable.
Brody liked the new Spider-Man movie.
It was so good.
So I guess Brody's giving the Spider-Man movie a good review, and he's telling you all to go see it.
Top 3 movies I've seen in my life.
Wow.
Nothing will beat The Departed, though. That's always going to be up there.
Home and commercial. Yeah.
That's definitely a second U, but you know what? That's
and you can put Tree Tech there.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I wanted that, if you wanted that, or...
That's just like a job history.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, hold on. The only thing I just need to put down on there. So
what?
I need to put down my HR number.
Why?
Just in case
you could leave it blank.
Well, let's see if I even have the number. No, I don't have the number anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave it blank.
Oh, did you, Bolts and Caps fan? Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Now I can tell Jay that it's all done. All right, let's get the puck dropped here. Let's get into some hockey. Let's get Brody in on the stream now. I also have a beer to crack that I haven't yet. We're gonna get cheers in the chat.
Oh.
We haven't started this game quite yet. But we got a bunch of people watching. We got Stanley Cup Final action here tonight. Should be a great night of hockey. Should be a lot of fun. Panthers and Golden Knights. Appreciate you all watching. Let's have a great stream. Let's watch. Let's have a great hockey game. Hopefully it's a good one. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you all.
Cheers, buddy.
And let's enjoy it tonight. Let's go. Game number 2. Let's go. Game 2. All right. Let's see. What's going on, Franks? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Same as mine, TJ. Boston Bruins.
No.
No, he's actually a Carolina Hurricanes fan.
I'm actually all about those Sacramento Kings.
We're not talking about the NBA.
Oh, not NBA. Los Angeles Kings. That's how much I love him.
Yeah, he doesn't even know the difference between the Sacramento Kings and the LA Kings. He just likes Kings being the team name.
That's it.
Yeah, Aiden Hill's been phenomenal in these playoffs. Kind of a guy that's come out of nowhere. Spent a lot of time down in the minor leagues. Has been primarily a backup in his NHL time, but he's really just burst onto the scene here in these playoffs and really showing what a hot goaltender can do. It really doesn't matter who it is. If your goaltender gets hot, a hot goalie is a game changer in the playoffs, and that's been Aiden Hill for Vegas. Let's see. Paolo, what is going on? Always great to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. Hope you're doing well. Avi thinks that Barkov scores first tonight. Panthers need some production from Barkov.
I'll put $10 on that right
You know,
now.
there's been a lot of obviously Matthew Tkachuk has garnered a ton of attention. Brandon Montour's had a great postseason. Sam Bennett's been a wrecking ball. Verhaeghe has come up super clutch in these playoffs for the Panthers. Barkov's been a little bit more on the quiet side, and I think they're going to need him to just kind of pop off at least one game. Maybe tonight's the night. Violet, what is going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. We're just finishing up the anthem here, and then we're going to be getting into the action. Looks good, Heather. It's a cool name. Looks good. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys all being here as we get ready to drop the puck on game number 2. Please don't forget, it does help out the channel in the stream a ton. If you can please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL here on this channel. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone comes together, enjoys hockey, has some fun. And we got Stanley Cup Final action. This season is winding down. We're down to the last few games here. Don't know exactly how many are left. It's as little as 3 more. It's as many as 6 more. So, you know, we'll see what happens here tonight.
Some Wayne Newton. That is
Ooh, Cap likes Brody's haircut.
Oh my God, thank you. Courtesy of Gary.
Gary.
You guys are in town. Go to Gary's barber salon. Excuse me.
Yeah, I gotta go there. I gotta get a cut. I haven't had a haircut in a while.
Yeah, I was definitely overdue for one.
Yeah, I'm very overdue for one. But here we go. Sergei Bobrovsky in net for the visiting Panthers. He's been good in the playoffs. Needs a big, strong performance here tonight. Aiden Hill, as we talked about, in goal for Vegas. He's been phenomenal for the Golden Knights. Teams are lined up at center ice. We're getting ready to go. Micah, he's one of the top contenders for playoff MVP so far. As Panthers take it off the draw and they dump it in, Game 2 is underway. And playing it back now all the way down. Vegas clears. Bobrovsky sends it right back up to neutral ice. Golden Knights are off sides as that one's touched up by Carrier. And we'll get a whistle here just 15 seconds in. Neutral zone face-off coming up. Hey, what's going on, Sal? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. We got Behind the Arc basketball in the chat. NBA Finals going on right now. Sal's got you covered for that. Check out Behind the Arc. Thanks for coming by, man. Randy, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for watching. Vernon, great to see you as always. Vegas takes it off the draw. Shea Theodore backhands it deep. Around it goes for Ekblad. Panthers trying to come back the other way. Ekblad's pressured by the forecheck of Barbashev. Barbashev giving him all kinds of trouble. Vegas keeps it in the offensive end as McNabb pinches down. Here's Barkov bouncing off a hit. Gets it up the wing. Chips it out of the zone. Good clear there for Florida. Duclair to Ekblad. Dumped around. First on it, Barkov in the corner. Tries to get it through to Verhaeghe, but McNabb breaks that up. Played by Marchessault. He can't get it out. It ends up back in the corner. Theodore's chased. Up the boards now. Eichel off of a skate out to neutral ice. Florida's going to have to chase back to their own zone and regroup. What's going on, BC Transportation? Welcome in. Lowell, welcome. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. What's going on, Eric? Welcome. Thanks for coming by as Vegas skates it over the line. Chandler Stevenson into the offensive zone with a shot saved by Bobrovsky. Rebound chance deflects wide off the sideboards. Kept in, though, by the Golden Knights as they have possession. Here's Haig out high. Fakes a shot. Gets a pass right back. Now he gets one through. Bobrovsky gloves it down. Lomberg in the corner. Plays it back to Gudas. Gudas backhands it up the boards past everybody. And Vegas, in the midst of changing their D, will take it back in their own zone. It's Martinez. Alec Martinez gains the red line and dumps it in. Just about 2 minutes into this first period. No score so far.
Jesus Christ.
Working it around now. Carlson digs it out. Played back to the point. Taken by Martinez, D to D, over to Pietrangelo with a long shot. Doesn't get through the traffic. A second chance on the backhand. That's blocked as well. Eric Stahl up to Montour. Past him. Not out of the zone. White can't clear. Here's a one-time attempt from Carlson, but he fans on it as it rolls off the heel of his stick. Panthers coming the other way. It's Verhaeghe. 1-on-4 into the offensive zone. Tkachuk gets run into. Now he tries to land a hit in the corner. Puck moved around. Back out high. It's Forsling. Deflected in front. That one goes just wide of Hill. Heather likes your haircut as well.
Oh my God, guys, stop it.
Long shot. Back out. Vegas clears.
These Vegas jerseys are disgusting.
I do not like these gold Vegas jerseys. I like the gray much better. Worked up now over the line. Deflected into the offensive zone. And it's offsides, as looked like Bennett was a little bit ahead of the play. We get a whistle here. 17:10 to go in period one. Scoreless start, but some good pace to this one early on. And some zone time for both teams. What's going on, Trevor? Welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Vegas wins this one back. They get it up. Carrier gets absolutely leveled there by Gudis. Florida comes back the other way. It's Reinhart with a shot. That's blocked by Haig. And we'll get a whistle here. What a hit out in the neutral zone by Radko Gudis as he steamrolls William Carrier, who had the puck in his skates and got caught with his head down. Panthers turn it into a scoring chance. But the shot attempt from Reinhart got blocked up into the netting. Gudis leads the league in hits in the playoffs now with 79 hits this postseason. Off the faceoff now, Florida has it. Rolls that back in on Hill. He's got to cover it up with Lomberg right in front. And it's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Panthers. Looking to strike first. What's going on, Darth Star? Welcome. Good to have you. Thanks so much for coming by. Going to be another offensive zone face-off here for the Panthers. Still looking for our first goal of the game. And one back there to the point. Long shot. Deflects. Just goes wide off the end board. Lomberg gets to the loose puck. Tries to pass it back to the blue line for Stahl, but he's offline. Played over now to Montour. And the Panthers trying to come back up ice. Lindell throws it back to Bobrovsky, and they're going to have to regroup again in their own zone. And we get another offsides whistle here. Quite a few offsides so far early in this one. Wow, that was a great tip. Montour fires one in front. It's tipped by Reinhart. Completely changes direction, but it just goes wide of the post. Hey, what is going on, Red Rubber? Welcome in. Yes, very much hoping for a long series, Red Rubber. But really appreciate you coming by. Always great to see you in the chat. Around now, here's Ekblad. Panthers are back into the offensive zone, trying to get in heavy on the forecheck. Marchessault moves it to the middle. Vegas is out. Eichel comes up ice. Passed over. Taken by Pietrangelo. He throws it off of Forsling's skate. Loose puck ends up in the corner. Back out high. Shot through traffic. That one goes off end glass. Eichel now back to Pietrangelo, who fires one wide. Eichel trying to get it back in front, but it's stolen away. Panthers come up ice into the offensive zone. Verhaeghe on the breakaway. And Hill makes the save on Verhaeghe. A big stop there from Adin Hill. Most important of the game so far. And that opportunity is thwarted as it stays 0-0. Verhaeghe goes to the backhand on the breakaway. But Adin Hill able to squeeze it and covers that one up. And the best opportunity of this game right there was for Florida, but Hill with a monster save as he continues to play great in these playoffs. What's going on, Eddie? Welcome in. Always good to have you. Thanks so much for coming by. Offensive zone draw here for the Panthers. And Bennett gets kicked out of the dot, so Cousins comes in to take it and wins it back to Montour. Shot, pad, save again by Hill. Loose puck gets cleared by Vegas all the way down. It's going to be icing. Florida's going to get another offensive zone face-off out of it. And Aiden Hill now with back-to-back great saves. That was a big one on that Montour chance. Aiden, king of the hill.
That's a good one. That's actually really good one.
Off the face-off now, taken by Vegas. They look to work it out as Riley Smith gets checked. He's able to clear up to neutral ice and now into the Florida zone where they'll have to regroup. Glove down. Played here. Big hit there on Amadio as Bennett gets him with the shoulder. Shot gets blocked to the corner. Here's Carlson. He gets knocked. And it goes back out. Cleared. Neutral ice. Carlson trying to get it back in. Played across there. Shot from Riley Smith. Blocked up and goes into the netting out of play. We get a whistle. And a little pushing after the whistle there as game one was full of chippiness. And these teams already don't like each other very much. And Bennett with a beautiful open ice hit there on Amadio, going shoulder to shoulder and knocking him down. Bennett, one of the most physical hitters in the league in these playoffs as well, with 66 hits so far in the postseason, certainly now 67. 15:05 to go here in the first. Ozone draw for the Golden Knights. Shots are 3-3, scoreless to this point. McNabb tries to pass it over, but it's stolen away. Colin White's out of the zone for Florida. Can't get it passed up to Stahl. Now he dumps it in. It's played by Hill to McNabb. And it's brought back the other way as Stevenson will carry into the offensive zone. Gets it back in the middle. He's knocked down by Gudis coming across. Gudis backhands it up the boards now. Chip to the middle. Florida's out of the zone. Gaining the line and dumping it in there. Around it goes. Move to the middle. It's taken back by Vegas. Both teams will get line changes. 14:20 left here in the first period. It's dumped up into the offensive zone. No icing as Carrier wins the race. Carrier tries to cycle with Colasar. Waz out there as well. They work it back to the point. Puck pops out over the line, though. That's going to be another offsides as Pietrangelo wasn't able to keep it in the zone. And it will be a neutral zone face-off here right in front of the Florida bench.
I feel like Barkov hasn't even touched the ice yet.
No, he's been out there. He's had a few shifts. I think he's only touched the puck once or twice.
Yeah. You like that one?
It's so ridiculous.
Josh didn't seem to find it as funny.
Because it's leaving his house most of the time.
Yep.
Here we go. Lomberg trying to win it back, but it's taken by Waugh. Vegas dumps it back in Martinez. Round it goes. Mahura gets knocked down. Beautiful forecheck there from Vegas. Now Martinez cycles it back down low. Pops back out in front. Waugh just couldn't get a stick on it. Cleared the other way. Here comes Lomberg with speed into the offensive zone. Cycled around. Lomberg gets double-teamed over in front of the Vegas bench. Gets crushed along the boards, but does get the puck deep. Working it now, it's Colasar. Sent up over the line, deflected into the offensive zone. Vegas has it again. Things physical already, just 6.5 minutes into this one. Picking up right where they left off in game number one. Oh, another huge hit!
That man was just murdered on the ice.
Another monstrous hit here.
Oh,
and
my God.
we got guys coming together after the whistle. Another huge hit. I think it was Haig absolutely crushed.
Oh my God.
No, it was Barbashev. Absolutely demolished one of the Panthers here.
He just got fucking steamrolled.
Colasar nailed Mahura earlier.
Yeah,
that was the first hit. That was the first hit. Then Lomberg got a penalty for high-sticking Marchessault. And then it was Ivan Barbashev destroying Radko Gudas. Absolutely destroyed Radko Gudas, giving Gudas a bit of his own medicine there and crushing him out at the blue line. And this series has wasted no time with these teams absolutely hating each other. They have wasted no time.
Oh my God.
And Lomberg definitely got the stick up on Marchessault. That's going to be the penalty. And Vegas is going to be on the power play when we come back from our first commercial break here. So we've got about 13 minutes to go here in the opening period. Still scoreless so far. Florida and Vegas, Game 2. Golden Knights on the power play when we get back. Wow. Ah, this is so fun. Oh, it's awesome, Bruce. It's absolutely awesome. These teams, this has not been a series where there's been any sort of feeling out process between these teams. They are just going at it right from the start. What's going on, Brantley? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. So the first 5 hits of this game were all credited to Florida. And now on that last shift, Vegas just started really hitting back. And Kolasar had a big hit on Mahura, and then Barbashev destroyed Gudas. All right, we'll see. Vegas has not exactly been special teams kings in these. Really, not any of the last 2 years. I mean, their power play has struggled for the last couple of years. Their penalty kill's been okay. Special teams definitely hasn't been the strong suit for the Golden Knights. But we'll see what they can do with the opportunity here. Aurelia, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Lomberg in the box for getting the stick up on Marchessault. We'll see if Vegas can capitalize on this chance or if Florida can kill it off. They set up in the offensive zone. Over to Eichel. Eichel with it along the boards. Tries to work it back to the point. That one gets knocked down. Kept in, though, by Theodore. Down in front there, trying to tuck one in. Bobrovsky able to just get a piece of it and keep it out. Vegas does keep possession, though, in the offensive zone. In by the face-off circle. Shot, and they score! What a snipe! It's Jonathan Marchessault! He drew the penalty, taking the high stick from Lomberg, and then he scores on the power play and makes it 1-0 Golden Knights with 12:55 to go. An absolute snipe from Marchessault. And the goal horn doesn't want to work. That's what happens when I don't stream all that often and it doesn't get used a lot. Stuff breaks. Hey, there's one thing that I usually can do that fixes it. I don't want to screw this up. We're back underway here. Vegas up 1-0. Oh my God, I have so much shit here. Hang on. We got a quick whistle here. I'm trying to fix the goal horn. If this doesn't fix it, I don't know. All right, it's fixed. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but I fixed it. Anyway, we're back underway. 12:25 left. 1-0 Vegas on Marchessault's goal. We finally got the goal horn for him. And Vegas leading shots 5-3. Early lead here in game number 2. They're already up 1-0 in the series, trying to take care of business both games on home ice. I don't think there's anything Bobrovsky was doing about that one, Brantley. That's not on the goaltender. That was an absolute snipe from Marchessault. I don't think any goaltender's making that save. That was a perfect shot. Offensive zone draw now here for the Panthers. Trying to get this goal back quickly. We're not even 10 minutes into this game yet. Vegas takes it up the wall. They get it out. Stevenson and Eichel get assists on Marchessault's goal. So another point for Jack Eichel, who has been phenomenal for the Golden Knights in his first ever playoffs. Worked out now. Kolasar with it. Regrouping for Vegas. He gets away from Cousins. Passes over to Haig. Haig dumps it in. Kolasar first on it on the forecheck. He cycles with Carrier. Bennett's all over Carrier trying to steal the puck. Around now it goes. Cousins with a hit along the wall. Mahura comes away with it. Gets it to Ekblad. And Ekblad's just going to regroup back behind his own net now. Vegas got a line change. Panthers get it up. Played through. Taken back by Pietrangelo. He'll go cross ice for Carlson. Carlson into the offensive zone. Back to Riley Smith. Around there it goes. Puck gets deflected wide. Smith first on it. Vegas still in the attacking zone. Long shot there from Pietrangelo. That one deflects in front and just rolls wide. That didn't miss the post by very much. Around now in the corner, Carlson ends up turning that one over as he and Smith had a little miscommunication. Florida's able to work it out to the neutral zone. Verhaeghe up now into the offensive end. Has some help. Gets back in front, trying to tuck that one. Barkov back to the point. Here's a long shot. That one sent and blocked wide. I think Hill might have got a pad on that. Bobrovsky leaves it behind the net for Montour. Over it goes, up and out of the zone, all the way down. Florida getting in on the forecheck. It's Lomberg. Up the wall quickly. Nice step up there by Montour. Knocks his man down. That was Howden. Howden trying to dig the puck out of the corner now. Gets it to his D-man. And that's back through the middle and out. Cleared there by Vegas. No icing. All the way down. Taken Montour. Gets run to the wall by Howden. But is able to clear it back. And McNabb will have to regroup for the Golden Knights. 10:07 to go here in the first period. About halfway through the opening frame. Only goal still belongs to the Golden Knights as they carry back into the offensive zone. Thrown in front. Stolen back by Florida. They'll try and come up ice. Ekblad gets knocked around there. No, that was White, excuse me. Ekblad with it now in the corner. Taken through to Stahl. Eric Stahl back to Ekblad. Gets by him over to Mahura. Up and out of the zone. Stolen back by Vegas in neutral ice. And now they're going to carry back in. Marchessault decides to wait. Curls up. Passes over to Eichel. Eichel past Barbashev. Florida steals it back. D-to-D play. Through the middle. Good job there by Florida into the offensive zone. Tkachuk spins back at the half wall. Looking for a play to the middle. Nothing there. Loses it off his stick. He's muscled out of the zone by Eichel. Then Kolasar steps up on Tkachuk. Florida able to throw it back in from neutral ice. Heavy in on the forecheck is Barkov to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe through the middle. Montour out high. Tees one up. Shot blocked by Kolasar. All right, see you later, Duke. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you as always. Up into the offensive zone. Here's Verhaeghe, top of the circle. Shot there, blocked again. Vegas doing a good job of getting in the shooting lanes. Holding Florida just 3 shots actually on goal so far. Golden Knights back to the offensive zone. Trying to get the cycle game working down low. What's going on? Yes, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. Down around 8:25 to go here now in period number 1. Forsling shoved to the wall. Up the wing it goes. Reinhart gets checked but does chip the puck out of the zone. Pietrangelo gets hit as he dumps it back in. Florida comes away with it. It's played up through the middle past everybody, and Lomberg will chase against Theodore in the offensive zone. Around it goes. Vegas able to clear. They come up ice 3-on-2 into the offensive end. Good job defensively by Florida getting back and breaking up the play. Now they have numbers the other way. Into the offensive zone. Lundell, and that one deflects off the end glass as it went off a skate. Back to the neutral zone. Over to Fitzgerald. We've got a Casey Fitzgerald sighting here in game number 2. Working it down. Florida trying to keep possession in the offensive zone, but Vegas moves it quickly. Can't get it by Tkachuk along the wall. Good job there by him keeping that one in. Florida in on the forecheck, working it now. What's going on, Kelly? Welcome in. Great to see you. Mike and Julie, welcome as well. Thanks so much for coming by. Always awesome to have you in the chat. Stevenson gets a good shot on the rush there. Bobrovsky cuts down the angle, makes a save. Florida comes back the other way. End to end we go up into the offensive zone. That shot's high over the blocker of Aiden Hill. Barbashev has it now. We tick under 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Pace has picked up here. First 5 minutes were pretty choppy. Since then, the pace has gotten quicker and quicker. Around it goes. Up the wing. Vegas with a chance to clear. It's Barbashev. Good pass to the middle. They're up ice over the red line and now dumped in deep. Blocker there by Bobrovsky. He's got to cover it up. And that's going to flip the ice and force an offensive zone faceoff for the Golden Knights with 6:35 left to go in period number 1. They lead 1-0 on the power play goal from Jonathan Marchessault, the only scoring so far here in this game. And we're going to head to a commercial break here. When we come back, it will be an ozone draw for the Golden Knights. Yeah, Bruce, there are multiple former Panthers on this Golden Knights team. And Marchessault was, unprotected in the expansion draft, and then they traded Riley Smith as well, because Smith went from Dallas to Boston to Florida, and then to Vegas. So you are right about that. Yeah, definitely, Mike. Absolutely. So appreciate you guys all being here. We got about 6.5 minutes to go in period number 1. Vegas with the only goal so far. We got Brody here tonight enjoying the action. And just enjoying some Stanley Cup hockey. I mean, there's only a few games left this season, and it's going to be a long 3 months of no game action. So might as well enjoy it while we still have at least a few games to watch. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget, it really helps a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have fun, and we'd love to have you become a part of it here. Appreciate you all being part of the stream tonight.
I just saw that.
Why?
Why? Shut the fuck up.
Why?
You're making probably $130,000 to do fucking jack all.
Yo! Let's go! Kelly with the 10! Let's go! Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Kelly, everybody. Dropping a 10 on the stream. Really, really appreciate it, man. That is awesome. And we are back from the commercial. As Vegas sets up in the attacking zone, long shot gets blocked. Taken by Florida. They're going to come back the other way. Trying to gain the red line was Forsling. Gets it up to Barkov. Barkov can't control. Vegas steals and comes back the other way. Around it goes now. Right at the blue line. Heavy hit there by Montour and Duclair. Both of them hammered down Marchessault. But it's going to be a roughing penalty against Brandon Montour as he came up high with the hit. Definitely got up high with the hit. And that is going to put Vegas on another power play here. They already have one power play goal in the game. And some of these undisciplined penalties from Florida from game number 1 are definitely carrying over here in game number 2. I mean, Montour just flat out punched Marchessault in the back of the head there. I mean, he literally had his hands up here and nailed him in the back of the head. I mean, it's undisciplined hockey. Obviously, you want to be physical, but you have to be smart about it. You have to be smart about it. You can't have your hands up hitting a guy in the back of the head. If he goes in there with his arms tucked and just nails him with the shoulder, that is a perfectly good hit if he goes in there with his arms down and hits him with the shoulder. But he literally punched him in the back of the head with his glove, and it's an obvious penalty and a very undisciplined one. So Florida's going to try and kill this one off now. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Vegas trying to get set up. Looking to go 2 for 2 on the power play. Marchessault has drawn both penalties. He also has the power play goal. He's trying to make it 2. Here's Stevenson through, trying to find a stick of stone there, but he just was a little off, and it's cleared by the Panthers. Back to get it now is Theodore. 1:20 to go on the power play. Back drop pass through the neutral zone. Eichel gains the red line up into the offensive end. Stolen there by Reinhart. Very ill-advised pass there for Vegas. That was a that was an ugly turnover for the Golden Knights. I mean, they had clear possession in the offensive zone. Clear possession in the offensive zone, and they literally just passed it to Reinhart and gave it away. Florida looking better here on this penalty kill as they are keeping Vegas at bay so far. 40 seconds left as William Karlsson dumps it in. Played back to the point. Karlsson gets it again. He's going to work it back out high for Pietrangelo. Through the middle. Nobody gets a stick on it. Florida's trying to get it out but can't. Barbashev kept it in. Now Karlsson in the corner. Throws it off the outside of the goal. Mark Stahl on it. He can't play it out. Up the wing it goes. And Florida once again able to clear. And now we're going to get another penalty call here as Chris Rooney has a call.
Call for a high stick. Hooking.
It's a hooking penalty now against Vegas. So that's going to cancel out the last 16 seconds of their power play. And Nicholas Waugh is going to head to the penalty box. We're going to get 16 seconds of 4-on-4 action. And then the Panthers are going to get their first crack at some power play time. So maybe Florida can answer the Vegas power play goal. Faceoff will come back down to the Golden Knights' end. Quick 4-on-4, and then the Panthers to the power play. And off of the faceoff, it's won back by Florida. They'll set up shop in the attacking end. Move through to Tkachuk out high. He tees one up, shoots one. That goes just wide. Around now to the middle. Stevenson kicks it to his stick and will be able to clear. 4-on-4 has come to an end. It's power play time now here for Florida. Minute 40 still to go. Their first power play chance of the game. What's going on, Monkey Boy? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you coming by. Still only 3 shots on goal for the Panthers in this period. Looking to change that. Around the wall, down low. From behind the net up to the half boards. Played there by Tkachuk. Setting up in the attacking zone. Panthers have clear possession. Here's Montour to Barkov. What's going on, Mountain Man? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Another shot in there on the backhand of stuff. Hill again with a save. A second chance, and it goes wide. Wow. Good pressure here for Florida on the power play. Working it back in front again on the backhand. Hill with a pad save, second chance. And Aiden Hill continues to scramble in the crease and keep everything out. Long shot from the point. Saved by Hill again. Oh boy, Aiden Hill absolutely standing on his head. Now Tkachuk and Hill getting into it back behind the play. Finally, they break apart. Panthers with it in the neutral zone. Ekblad dumps it back in. 22 seconds to go on the Florida power play. Over it goes, through to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe with room. Hill with another save. Grabs it with the glove. Vegas gets to the loose puck. They're going to clear it out. Final 7 seconds. Looks like the Golden Knights have killed it off. So many chances for Florida. But Aiden Hill, dominant, keeping it 1-0. Back the other way. Down in the corner. Move through. Stolen away by Vegas in the middle of the ice by Eichel. He comes back the other way with Barbashev, top of the circle. His pass attempt trying to get through to Marchessault is kicked away. What's going on, Pablo? Welcome. Shot here, Martinez, and that deflects over Bobrovsky, and they score. Vegas makes it 2-0. Brilliant saves by Hill at one end, and the Golden Knights capitalize on the other. It's 2-0 Vegas with 2:01 left here in the first period. And another shot high. Martinez just gets it up and over the shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky. Just beats him high blocker side. And after a flurry of chances, 5 consecutive shots on goal for Florida, Adin Hill stops all of them. And then Vegas comes down to the other end and scores right over the shoulder of Bobrovsky. 2-0 Golden Knights here, looking to make it 3. Here's a chance for McNabb. He goes high off glass. Lomberg back the other way. He's cut off. Worked back out to the neutral zone. Puck at the red line here. Kolasar eats it along the wall. He and Lomberg go shoulder to shoulder. Vegas comes away with the puck. Dumped in by the Golden Knights. They try and get back in on the forecheck. Here's a chance. Backdoor! Just deflected wide. Hockey from home. What's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Vegas pouring on the pressure here. Another shot. Ripped off glass. Kept in the zone by Haig. 1:10 to go in the first period. Florida here a little bit back on their heels as Tkachuk not able to dump it in. Cleared by Marchessault. Now Cousins with it through the middle, off of a skate. Back cleared again by Vegas. They got numbers up ice. Now it's 3-on-3 into the offensive zone. Back to the middle. That one turned over. Florida comes the other way to 3-on-2. Florida up into the offensive zone. Back to Tkachuk. Move to the middle. And Montour takes it down low. Passes through the slot. Nobody home. Forsling top of the circle. Kick save again by Hill. What a first period from Adin Hill. Riley Smith dodges the Montour hit. Dumps it in. 25 seconds now to go in the first period. Played up ice. Florida trying to get it back into the offensive zone. Vegas knocks the puck down and holds possession. Gains the red line. Dumped in deep. Around the wall. Here's William Karlsson. He lets it go. Big collision there between three players in the zone there. Bodies flying everywhere. Vegas steals the puck back. And that is going to do it as the horn sounds and period 1 comes to a close. The Golden Knights with a fantastic first here, outshooting Florida 11-9 and leading them 2-0 on the scoreboard through 20 minutes of play. So far, taking care of business at home. And Florida is going to be looking for answers in the second. We're going to have some time to hang out and chill now in the chat while we wait for the second to begin. And a big, big first there for Vegas. Whew. Some frantic action there in the second half of that first period. Wow, that was fun hockey to watch. So here we are now, first intermission. We got a chance to catch our breath a little bit, chill out while we wait for the second to begin. But a very good start here for the Golden Knights. Really appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget, it really helps a ton if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun. We love having you. What is going on? Brandon, welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Dan's here. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, I was surprised, Bruce. I was. I don't know how he's going to fit there, but I guess it's an experiment, and we're going to find out. Mike says that Brody's beard looks biblical.
God bless you, Mike.
What's going on, Upstate Bernie? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the 5. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Upstate Bernie dropping a 5 on the stream. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Anyone new? Pablo, thank you for being here. Nathaniel, welcome in. Awesome to have you as always. Whew. So Vegas trying to go up 2-0 in this series. Yeah, Hill has been absolutely phenomenal, Brandon. It's just in that first period. I mean, that flurry of 5 saves that he had on the Florida power play and then just after were just absolutely, I mean, like 3 or 4 of those 5 saves were like level quality saves. He's been outstanding. Aiden Hill is definitely making a name for himself in these playoffs. Brody's reading the chat, Pablo.
Pablo, how the hell are you? You having a good day? Tell me about your day. Tell me what made your day the day that you had. Shane and Steve just picked up the new camper today.
Oh, nice. How is it?
It's fucking massive, dude.
Woohoo! That's a big boy.
42, I think, is what they said.
Wow, that's a big boy.
Yeah, that's why once I finish this beer, I gotta go help them out with that. But it is a big fucker.
Oh, it looks it. His truck gonna be able to tow that?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah, no, Brandon, it is kind of a similar thing of a relatively unknown goaltender coming out of nowhere and just getting really, really hot. And again, you can see like this is what can happen when a goaltender gets hot, and it doesn't have to be a Carey Price or an Andrei Vasilevsky or a Sergei Bobrovsky. It doesn't have to be a big name goaltender. It can be a guy who's pretty much been a career backup like Aiden Hill. Hill wasn't even really a regular NHL goalie until the past 2 years. He spent a lot of time in the minor leagues, and he just happened to get hot at the right time, and look what he can do. That happens a lot with goalies. I mean, guys that pretty much are not known players just come out of nowhere and have really, really good stretches. The tough thing is continuing to play at that level. There's been a lot of goalies who have gone on hot stretches and then have never been good again.
Linus in the playoffs.
No, he's at least a starting level goaltender. But they're remember when some of you guys may remember Andrew Hammond was really good in the second half of the season for Ottawa. This had to be this had to be 2015-ish, 2014, something like that. This was a while ago now, but Andrew Hammond got really, really hot for Ottawa one year, was literally like a no-name goaltender, had a spectacular second half of a season, and then was never heard from again. Mike Condon had a ridiculous stretch at one point, and then Mike Condon was never heard from again. So, with goalies, the tough part is continuing to play at that level. And not just having it be a hot streak for, 40 games or so. Let's see. Blast Beats, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Blast Beats. Welcome to the channel. Quicksilver, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Hill's made some monstrous saves, Brandon. I mean, Vegas is a good defensive team. They've always really been one of the better defensive teams, but he's had to stop some high quality chances, and he's done it. We saw it 4 or 5 times just in that first period. If you want a good stat to kind of gauge the level of chances that a goaltender's facing, look at goals saved above expected, because that bases it on whether the shot was an expected goal or not. Adin Hill is third in the playoffs across the entire NHL in goals saved above expected with 7. So he's been one of the best goalies in the playoffs, and he's only played in 12 games because Laurent Brossoit played the first part of the playoffs. Brossoit was actually a starting goalie for all of the Winnipeg series and a little bit of the next series too. So Hill hasn't even played the entire playoffs for Vegas, and he's third in the league in goals saved above expected. What's going on, Islanders? Big fan. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Alec Manoah had a night.
Oh, that's me yesterday at Will's.
A third, 7 hits, 60 yards.
Yeah, that's literally me yesterday at Will's.
It was not good.
Hill was kind of on the come up with San Jose. Obviously, didn't have a very good team in front of him in San Jose, but you got a taste of the upside that he did have when he was with the Sharks, and obviously he's taken full advantage of his opportunity here in Vegas with a chance to play on a much better team. Habibi, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you. We're here at the first intermission. Vegas with the 2-0 lead after 1. Still a lot of hockey to go, though. 40 minutes remaining. Panthers are definitely going to need to find a way to get some offense going in this second. Because they got to find a way to beat Adin Hill. They've had some great opportunities, but Hill is robbing them left and right. D. Wade, what is going on, man?
D. Wade.
Thank you so much. Good to see you in the chat. As always, awesome to have you here. Thanks for coming by.
Loved your work in Miami.
Getting down there.
Yeah. I kind of wolfed this one down.
At least you don't got that work tomorrow.
Nope.
How's that week off feeling?
It was phenomenal up until my mom was on the phone with Donna this morning at about, 6:30. On the phone until about 8:30.
Wow. 2-hour Donna convo.
Quick conversation for that.
Yeah.
Very quick conversation. They're usually on the phone for like 4 hours. My mom, I swear to God, takes that phone in the shower with her. All right, boss man. I'll see you at some point this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably go on Thursday to Will's softball.
That's fair. I gotta figure out what the hell. I don't know if I'm. Where are you? I'm on my way home. I just texted you.
Classic. All right, everyone. Brody's got to head out.
Chat. We'll see you.
So, appreciate you doing that paperwork. Thank you.
No worries.
And we'll see you later this week for sure. We'll get ready here for period number 2. Hopefully not too far away. It's good, Dan. I'm just doing alarm system testing and installation. So it's been going pretty good. I've learned a lot already. Started to actually work on some stuff. And yeah, I've liked it so far. I just literally pulled up the app to see how much time was left in the intermission, looked at it, didn't even register it in my head, like, what the time was, and then canceled out of the app. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in the intermission, so we are getting close to the second here. I do that sometimes. I'll look at my phone for the time and then, like, not even register what the time is and then be like, oh, I don't even remember what it said. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Yo, D Wade with the 5. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for D Wade, everybody. Dropping a 5 on the stream. Thank you so much. Helps the channel a ton. Really, really appreciate that, man. Hey, thank you for watching. It's great to have you here. We are getting ready to start period number 2. Florida's got their work cut out for them. I'll get the scoreboard set for the second here. There we go. Hopefully we're back into the action soon. Brody had to go, so we'll put that back over there. Wow, it's crazy to think that there's only... there's only how many... 5 more games at most left in the NHL season after this. There could be as little as only 2 more games after this, and at most it would be... 5 more games. So we're really getting down to the end of the year here. It's always kind of sad. I haven't had the backdrop up in months, Dan. I'm not putting it back up. I don't stream enough for it to be worth putting up. All it is in the way for any time somebody wants to use the basement for not stream-related purposes. All right, this should be the last commercial break before the start of the second. Whoa, another 5. Let's go, Vernon. Dono hype for Vernon with the 5. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. You are a legend, bro. Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. You guys have been so generous tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Hopefully this series goes more than 4 games, because I don't want this to be my last stream of the year. So hopefully this isn't a sweep. I'm hoping for a long, hard-fought series, but we'll see what happens. Vegas looks good. Yeah, Panthers have had a great run, John. Even if they don't win, it was still a fantastic playoff run for the Panthers. And they made it a lot further than most people thought. So definitely give them credit. I mean, they've had an awesome postseason, win or lose in this series. But I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of other like Stanley Cup loser teams that lose in the final that are still like thought of in a really positive light. And one that really comes to mind to me is the 2003 Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Like, they lost to New Jersey that year, but everyone still thinks of that 03 Mighty Ducks team really positively, even though they didn't win the cup. And I think, people are going to think positively about Florida this year. Even if they don't win this series, I still think people are going to look at them as a team that went on a great run this season. '07. Yeah, Dan, the Ducks they won in '07 against Ottawa, but that was a very different Ducks team in '07. Korea wasn't there anymore. There was like a lot of turnover with Anaheim between, 03 and '07. There were a lot of changes made to that team. All right, here we go. Second period about to begin. Vegas taking the 2-0 lead into this middle frame, and we have dropped the puck. We have begun. Down behind. Kolasar heavy in on the forecheck. Lomberg trying to work it out. Gets it back to his defenseman. That's played up and out of the zone. Knocked down by Martinez. Vegas is going to send it right back in. Around it goes. Behind. Kolasar in on the forecheck. Runs into Stahl. Panthers move the puck. Here's Lindell into the offensive zone. Able to shift that one by Pietrangelo. Vegas moves it around, though. Gets it back through to Pietrangelo. Almost turned over to Lomberg, but he couldn't control it. Here's Stone. Yes, they were, Brandon. Yeah. No, they were, but it's all about who plays best when it matters the most. And Vegas here trying to play their best hockey at the perfect time. Moved out now. Here's Gustav Forsling. He's checked by Howden. Gets it up to Duclair, who rims it around the wall. Panthers getting in on the forecheck. It's passed for Hagee, but played by Montour. Montour now from a sharp angle. Hill with the save. Wraparound chance. He stops that one as well. Back the other way. Here come the Golden Knights. Through the middle. Not able to connect with Barbashev there with Stone. Bobrovsky behind the net leaves it for Montour. Yo! Big time dono from John here. Dropping a 20 on the stream. Let's go. What a legend. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for John. Thank you so much. That is awesome, man. Really, really appreciate it. Florida now attacking zone. Back out high. Long shot through traffic. That one deflects high off glass. Vegas gets to it and sends it back the other way. Eichel will skate into it. Jack Eichel driving wide, stops on Ekblad. Trying to work it back to the point, but it's turned over. Misses the pass, and McNabb's going to have to go back and get it. Played now up into the offensive zone, through to the middle. Here's Marchessault, high slot on the backhand. Tries to get a pass through it, goes off of a skate. Lifted up and out of the zone by Florida, coming back the other way. Brought up now into the offensive zone. White can't control. It's kept in by Eric Stahl. Knocked down, taken away by Haig over the line into the offensive zone. There's a hit. And Florida trying to work it back out of their end. Forechecking pressure coming, though, from the Golden Knights. Finally, Florida's able to chip it up and out. 17:15 to go here in the second, about 3 minutes into this middle period. Still 2-0 Vegas. Panthers have taken the lead in shots on goal, however. 12-11. Very close in that regard. Another shot here, and they score! A goal for the Golden Knights! Makes it 3-0. Bobrovsky didn't even see it as they walked the puck out from the corner and were able to rip it down low. It's Nicholas Waugh. And with 17:01 to go in the second, we're headed towards blowout territory here as it's 3-0 Golden Knights. And a tough one to give up here for Florida. Bobrovsky had no clue where that puck was. Waugh able to fire it through the defense, and Bobrovsky never saw it. Beats him low blocker side. And Vegas now has a 3-0 lead here early in the second. And Florida is back on their heels. Boy. Boy, oh boy, Vegas here taking care of business. Honestly, I would have considered using my timeout there if I were the Panthers. They need to take a breath and hit the reset button here. This is not looking good for Florida. They've got to reset here and try and get some momentum going in their favor. Dumped in now, rolls in on Hill. Hill's just going to have to cover that one up. And it'll lead to an offensive zone face-off now for the Panthers. Trying to get themselves on the board and cut this lead back to 2. Taken now by Cousins. Spinning back. Fired in. Gloved out by Hill. And he's going to get that. 16:34 to go in the second. Another offensive zone draw for the Panthers on the way. Off of the draw, one back by Vegas defensively. Up the boards, chipped out, and cleared by the Golden Knights. Cut back to the middle by Stevenson. Here's a mini 2-on-1. Tries to get a pass through to Howden, but it's deflected by the back-checking Panther. Worked up ice now. Florida coming the other way. Tkachuk doesn't have much help. He ends up losing the puck as it's taken away from him. Dumped back in by the Golden Knights. They'll get a line change as Forsling plays it up. Florida through into the offensive end. Bennett gets knocked down as he gets it deep. Now Verhaeghe comes in on the forecheck. Vegas stuck now in their own zone. Verhaeghe with another hit, but they move the puck. Taken by Bennett. Back into the attacking end. Florida trying to get some pressure now. 15:50 to go here in the second. Chris, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Chris, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you here. Backhand attempt from Barbashev goes wide, and he crashes into the net, knocking the net off. And that is going to lead to a whistle here and a face-off coming up. Barbashev driving hard, and he ends up flying into the net and knocking it off the pegs. Hopefully, Sherry. I mean, that's a long way away, but yeah, I hope to for sure. Yeah, Gudis has not returned since that hit from Barbashev, and looks like he's probably not going to. So that's a big loss on the back end for Florida. Gudis is one of their more important and intimidating defensive defensemen, and obviously a huge physical player for them. To lose him on the blue line is a tough loss for the Panthers. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he seems to be out for this one. And Barbashev really caught him. And it's usually Gudis doing that to someone else. This time it's him on the receiving end, and he's shaken up. Hopefully he's able to come back soon. Brought up now into the offensive zone. It's Marchessault. Stolen away by Fitzgerald. With Gudis out, Fitzgerald's going to have to play a much bigger role for Florida here as a defenseman. And he's a guy that really didn't play a lot of NHL games this year, but I mean that's what you need depth for. You've got to have guys that can come up in the instances of injuries. Florida trying to get it back into the offensive end. Riley Smith trying to get it back for Vegas. Pietrangelo takes the hit. Florida keeps it in the offensive zone for now. Vegas eventually able to chip it up and out. Goes wide of Bobrovsky. It's played by Montour, who's first on it. Played now to Lomberg. He doesn't do much with it. Thrown in by Stahl. Aiden Hill comes out, gets it to Whitecloud. Zach Whitecloud spins off a Stahl, gets it over to Haig. Up into the offensive zone. Here's another shot for Vegas. That one just ripped wide. That was teed up by Kolesar. Kolesar with it now down low. We tick under 14 minutes remaining here in the second, towards the halfway point of this game. Golden Knights continue to lead 3-0. What's going on, Rocks? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Over to Whitecloud. Vegas breaking up ice. Deflected in, goes behind the net. Bobrovsky plays it. Pass through to Bennett. Over at the red line. Dumped in by Forsling. Pressure coming now for Florida's Verhaeghe has the puck. What's going on, Hockey God? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Awesome to have you. Long shot there. Knocked down in front. Florida looking for a second gen. Backhanded just wide by Bennett. Around it goes now. Back out high to the point. Stolen away there. Taken up. Cleared by Vegas. Back the other way into the offensive zone. Pass in front, chance, and Vegas scores again! It's 4-0 as Brett Howden is able to pull it to the backhand and put it home. It's a 4-0 lead for the Golden Knights as they pile it on. Well, I said it was headed towards a blowout on the last goal. I think we have officially reached blowout territory on this one. It is blowout territory here as Vegas leads 4-0 here in period number 2. And Florida is just absolutely reeling here defensively. And Howden with a gorgeous deke, pulling it to the backhand and tucking it around the pad. And Bobrovsky is getting pulled. Goaltending change here for the Florida Panthers. Sergei Bobrovsky to the bench. Alex Lyon in. As they try and just get Bobrovsky out of here and get him a little bit of rest before game number 3. But tonight is definitely not their night for Florida. And Alex Lyon will come into this game now. .12:50 remaining in the second period. Florida wins the drawback. Played up through the middle now. Panthers trying to get anything going in their favor. And that one deflects up and out of play. We're going to get a whistle. Quick stoppage here now with 12:38 to go in the period. We're going to head to our first commercial break of period number 2. Vegas has added 2 more goals here in the early stages of the second, and it is now a 4-0 lead for the Golden Knights as they are in complete control of this one. And second Stanley Cup Finals appearance for the Golden Knights in their franchise's history. They made it in their first season in 2018 to face the Capitals. Were not able to get it done in the final, though, against Washington. Lost that series in 5 games. They are looking like they are back with a vengeance here this season, as they are half a game away from going up 2 games to none in this 2023 final. 5 years later, trying to get their first Stanley Cup victory. Certainly looks like Vegas, Chris, considering they're up 4-0. Neutral zone draw now, just outside the zone. Florida wins it back. Barkov. And they're going to dump it in. Ekblad hits his own guy with a dump-in attempt there. And that pretty much sums up the Florida Panthers' night. They're struggling. They struggled to even get it in the zone there. And that's just the way it's gone for the Panthers here in this one. Vegas with it now, trying to get it back out of their end. Stolen by Florida, deflected in. And Adin Hill again gets the stop on the redirection as he continues to make brilliant saves here for the Golden Knights. Back into the middle, another shot. That one gloved by Hill! And we got a scrum going now as Colin White getting into it with Barbashev. And everybody comes together. We got Marchessault dragging a man to the ice. And some good post-whistle action here. But another 2 fantastic stops for Adin Hill. First on the redirection, and then with the glove, just absolutely snagging that second chance opportunity. Whew. Adin Hill has been unbelievable. And we're going to get matching penalties here after the whistle, as I believe White is going to go for slashing the goaltender, and then Barbashev is going to go for roughing for going after him after the play. So that should lead to some 4-on-4 action here. And I don't think anybody's too really worried about it at this point. What's going on, Andrew? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good to see you as always. 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. We've got 12:01 to go in the second period. Down it goes off the face-off now, played by Haig. What's going on, hockey boys? Welcome in. Wall with it now, gets a pass to the middle. White Cloud jumping into the play. He's driven to the end wall by Bennett. Back out to Haig. Around it goes now. Down in the corner. 1:35 to go in the 4-on-4. Vegas, shot there. And that one stopped by Lyon. Good job. Back the other way. Played by Bennett. Around it goes. Up the boards. Taken. Vegas clears it right back out. Wall with it. Carlson. Pass over to Theodore. Theodore spins back by the blue line and is just going to go back and regroup as they get a line change. Taken now. Still a minute left in the 4-on-4 action as Vegas carries up into the offensive zone. Panthers not able to chip it out. Here's Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson in the corner against Ekblad. Reinhart joins the fray. Stone jumps in as well. Taken back finally by Florida as they look to work it up. Here's Mahura into the offensive zone. What's going on, LGG? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Back the other way. 35 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Mark Stone has the puck. He's going to gain the red line. Carry now into the attacking zone. Cuts to the middle. Gets a shot off. Lyon makes the shoulder stop. And he's going to squeeze that one and cover it. 10:28 to go here in the second as we're almost halfway through this one. TNT, Andrew. It is on TNT in the U.S. Off of the face-off now. Eichel against Lindell. Eichel's going to get kicked out of the dot. Marchessault can't win it. Florida takes it back. Around now, Verhaeghe through to Montour in the corner. Montour back to eventually Stahl, who gets it up and out of the zone. Martinez now back in his own end. 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Played by the Golden Knights. Eichel with speed into the offensive end. Drops it back to the point. We're back to even strength hockey as Barbashev and White come out of the penalty box. And we're going to have another penalty call here. So right as they exit the box, Steve Kazari with the arm up. Going to call another penalty. It's Alex Pietrangelo to the penalty box here for Vegas. And Florida is going on the power play. So Pietrangelo there gets called, and he's going to the penalty box. Florida to the power play, down by 4 goals when we get back from this commercial break. Just under 10 minutes to go here in this second, and Panthers need anything they can get to try and get some momentum going in their favor. What's going on, Val? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. It is all Vegas so far. Up 1-0 in the series and up 4-0 in this game. We're at a commercial break. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget, it would mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun. Yes, Jay, Brody went home for the night, but he was here for a while, and then he had to go home. But we still got about half of this game to go. And Vegas trying to take control of this series up 2-0. They're certainly in control of this game. But I appreciate you guys being here. And we'll see if Florida has any pushback whatsoever, if Vegas just cruises this one. All right, here we go. Offensive zone draw for Florida. If they win it back, they set up on the power play. Barkov with it. Works it around to Bennett on the other side. Bennett along the wall to Reinhart to Bennett. Down low, Kachuk. Kachuk back up the boards. Bennett out to the point. Cross here to Barkov. Barkov with a shot through traffic. That deflects up and into the netting. And then Kachuk has a little something for Brayden McNabb, but McNabb just skates away. And 1:39 to go on the power play. Another ozone draw for Florida coming up. What's going on, Terry? Good to have you as always. Hey, have a good night, Cap. Thanks for watching. As always, awesome to have you here. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Vegas, Chris. It's been all Vegas so far. Around it goes now. Back out high. Played by Barkov. Down behind the net. Back out to the point, Montour. Shot through traffic. That gets blocked. Barkov gets the loose puck. Spins back. Moved across. Barkov with a shot there. Deflection by Tkachuk, but a good positional save from Hill keeps it out. Florida still has it, though. Working out high. Bennett over to Barkov. Barkov through the middle. Nobody home. Back to Montour. He blasts one that gets knocked down in front before it gets through. 1 minute remaining on the power play. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Worked out high. Moved across. There's a shot. That one misses wide. Barkov keeps it in. Tkachuk can't control it. Bennett pinches down to hit McNabb. And Vegas finally able to work it up the wall and get it out. Good clear there. 40 seconds to go on the Florida power play. They're still struggling to get anything in the back of the net. Here's Lindell up ice to Verhaeghe off of a stick. Played back to Verhaeghe. He just lines one up, fires it in, and another glove save by Hill. Florida continuing not to be able to score. And remains 4-0 Golden Knights here. 24 seconds left on the power play. Around it goes now. One back by Vegas. They'll clear all the way down, doing what they need to do here on this PK. And maybe time for one more rush if the Panthers hurry. 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Not able to get it deep with possession. Vegas clears again, and that is going to do it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the penalty to Pietrangelo's over. Vegas kills it off. Panthers are back into the offensive zone, but they're offsides. And we get another quick stoppage with a whistle here. 7:54 remaining in the second. And Florida continues here to just not be able to get much going. Neutral zone faceoff. Panthers dump it deep. Lomberg trying to get in on the forecheck against Martinez. He ends up getting knocked down. Puck in front. Played here by Eric Stahl. Around it goes. There's Montour. He takes a hit. Lomberg really getting into it here with now Shea Theodore in front of the net. It's lifted up and out. Mark Stahl knocks it down. He and Carrier go at it. They get their sticks up, and now we got more jawing between these teams as the whistle gets blown for a penalty. And I believe Carrier is going to go here. It's going to be a roughing call here against William Carrier. Florida back to the power play. They didn't really do much with their last one, and Carrier got the gloves up into the face there of Stahl. And that led to a little bit more jawing between these two teams. But the Panthers will get the power play. And we'll see if they can use this chance to get themselves on the board. What's going on, Stuart? Welcome in. Always great to see you. Thanks for coming by. Have a good night, Andrew. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully we see you again soon in the chat. Back to the offensive zone faceoff for Florida. Around it goes. Bennett along the boards. Depends on how long this series goes, Terry. I don't know. Working it back. Florida set up in the attacking zone. Here's Barkov into the middle. Trying to find Reinhart there, but it ends up in the corner. Vegas steals from Bennett, and that is sent all the way down. 30 seconds already gone. Under 7 minutes now to go here in the second period. Barkov plays it up over the line into the offensive zone. Round it goes back, cleared there. Tkachuk couldn't control. Florida really, really struggling with clean possessions here. Once again, another turnover. Sam Bennett gives it away, and Vegas sends it all the way down back behind Lyon. Montour skates it up ice. Played through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Moved back. Here's Montour out high. Slot shot there. And what a glove save! What a glove save by Aiden Hill as he robs Montour, flashing the leather with that one. And it remains 4-0 Golden Knights. What a stop here. Another beautiful flash of the glove. What's going on, Isaiah? Welcome in. Great to have you here. Thanks for watching. Vegas is killing it tonight. Looking to take a 2-0 series lead. They are well on their way. 6:18 now to go here in the second period. No, Michigan, not yet. I mean, we still got over a period to go, so it could happen, but not yet, no. Around it goes now. 40 seconds left on this Panthers power play. Over to Ekblad. That one misses wide. Around there, that one deflects up and into the netting. We get a whistle. 27 seconds left on this Panthers man advantage, and they still struggling to get anything going. .27 seconds left here on the power play. 5:51 to go in the second period. Off the draw, one back by Vegas. And they clear it all the way down again. Only time for maybe one more rush here for Florida on the man advantage. 15 seconds to go. Up to Lundell. Dumps it in. Around the wall. Forecheck pressure. Puck battle in the corner. Both teams digging for it. For Hagee. Trying to get it out. Here's Pietrangelo with it as the final second ticks off the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Carrier's out of the box. Vegas kills another one. It's even again. Brought up by Cousins. He fires one that gets blocked off the shin guards of one of the Golden Knights. 5:10 to go in the second period. Moved around now up into the offensive end. Brayden McNabb knocks it, passes it to Eichel. Up the wing, and Vegas clears the zone all the way. Back to get it, Mark Stahl. He's checked by Eichel. And it forces a turnover. Vegas has it now. Offensive zone. It's poked away at the last second by Eric Stahl. Golden Knights able to keep it in, though. Eichel poked away from him by Lyon. Takes it behind the net. Looks for a sharp angle shot, but the pass is offline. Florida comes back the other way with numbers. Into the offensive zone. Pass gets broken up. Vegas with it now. Over the red line, 3-on-2 up into the offensive zone. Here's Marchessault. Marchessault with a shot. Lyon makes the glove save. And we get a whistle here with 4:21 remaining in period number 2. We're going to head to our final commercial break of the middle frame. Golden Knights have added another 2 goals here in the second. And it is 4-0 Golden Knights. What's going on, Battery? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Much, much appreciated. We head to our final commercial break here of the second period. And it's been all Golden Knights so far. Have a good night, Rocks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. What's going on, Zach? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you're doing good as well. Parker, what's going on? Welcome in. Got just over 4 minutes remaining here in this second period. Florida definitely not having the first couple of games to this series that they wanted, but hey, they haven't played at home yet. We may see a much better Panthers team if they can get back on home ice. We'll see. But it's all Vegas right now. Hey, what's going on, Jerry? Great to have you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Much, much appreciated as always. Off of the face-off, it rolls right in on Lyon. And he's got to cover that one up as we get a whistle. Gonna have another offensive zone face-off here. And off the draw, it's kind of a stalemate. Down in the corner, both teams digging for it. Florida's able to work it up. And now they will get it out of the zone. And into the attacking end, they'll chase down low. Around it goes. Played first by the Golden Knights, who get it up and out. Played here by Fitzgerald. Up to Verhaeghe with Tkachuk into the offensive end. Back to Verhaeghe. Misses offline for him. It's chipped out by the Golden Knights. Under 4 to go here in the second. It's over to Montour. Played back by Vegas. It's Haig up the wall. Moved out through the middle into the offensive end. Played here by Stevenson, and he just rips one wide blocker side. Golden Knights get it back in their own end. Up to the neutral zone, over the red line, into the offensive zone. Here's Howden from Stevenson. He gets worked along the boards. Stone comes in to help. Eric Stahl comes away with the puck and then gets it through to Josh Mahura. Over it goes as the Knights have to regroup in their own zone. Played up here. Good step up. Taken by McNabb. Cleared there. Passes offline. That's going to be icing with 2:53 to go in period number 2, and an offensive zone face-off for the Florida Panthers coming up. They're out shooting Vegas in this game, but it is not even close on the scoreboard as the Golden Knights have the 4-0 lead. Off of the draw. Panthers take it. Here's Duclair. Down in the corner. Behind the net. Not able to get it around. Stolen back by Vegas. And Theodore with the outlet pass gets it up and out of the zone. Stone will chase now on the forecheck as Ekblad gets to the puck. Panthers move it quickly. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second. Up ice it goes. There's Barkov. He's pinned along the boards. Vegas takes the loose puck and will try and come up the near side. Barbashev takes a hit. Puck's turned over. Forsling back to the middle. Here's Ekblad. Deflected in front. Rebound chance shot. Pad save by Hill. Another great stop from the Vegas goaltender. He is absolutely on fire. Oh, what a hit by Tkachuk. Destroys one of the Golden Knights, and he gets jumped as Eichel got plastered by Tkachuk. And everybody's into it now as Eichel goes to the locker room. And we got everybody on the ice going at it. Petrangelo's in there. He's going at it with Forsling. Barbashev, I believe, is out there. Tkachuk is now grabbing Petrangelo. We got Barbashev getting into it with Ekblad. Martinez on the ice has a partner. Marchessault trying to find somebody. And what a monster hit from Matthew Tkachuk on Jack Eichel. And then the Golden Knights jump him. And Eichel immediately got up and went to the locker room. This reminded me a lot of Jacob Trouba's hit on Timo Meier back in the first round when Trouba blew up Timo Meier. Eichel had his head up, too. Oh, Eichel lost his edge. That's what happened. Eichel lost his edge and fell right into Tkachuk as Tkachuk was going for the hit. You'll see Eichel fall down and lose his edge right into Tkachuk as he was getting lined up. Eichel had his head up. It wasn't a head down situation where he didn't see him coming. He had his head up, but he lost his edge and fell forward right as Tkachuk was coming at him. Right as Tkachuk was coming at him, and it was shoulder first, and then the whiplash effect is what sent his helmet flying. Matthew Tkachuk didn't do anything wrong there. That shouldn't even be a penalty. Matthew Tkachuk did absolutely nothing wrong there. Eichel has his head up, sees him coming, and then loses an edge and falls forward. His left skate did not catch the ice when he tried to push off with his left skate. He slipped and fell right into that hit. And Tkachuk had him lined up and just absolutely nailed him. Didn't do anything wrong there. And it looks like we're getting matching penalties for the scrum afterwards. Steve Kazari, I can't hear. I have it muted, so I can't hear what anyone's saying. But it looks like Steve Kazari pointed to both penalty boxes, and I think it's going to be matching. And is that Forsling? We got Pietrangelo in the box for the Golden Knights. I think it's Forsling in the box for Florida. That was a great open ice hit by Tkachuk. Just sucks for Eichel that he fell right into it. So it ends up 5-on-5. After all of that, it ends up 5-on-5. So there's no power plays. Everything ends up even. We've got 1:57 now to go in the second period. And Vegas continues to lead this one 4-0. What's going on, Rob? Welcome in. Jamie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. What's going on, Nomander? No. Brossoit is not going to play. Why the hell would anyone play Brossoit when Adin Hill is the best goaltender in the league right now? I mean, you literally have a goaltender playing the best hockey he's ever played in his career in Adin Hill. You're obviously going to be playing Adin Hill. Shot in there. Lyon makes the save on Riley Smith. That's a good stop. And it stays 4-0 with 1:38 now to go here in the second. So out of that scrum after the Tkachuk hit, Matthew Tkachuk got a roughing minor and a 10-minute misconduct. Ivan Barbashev got a roughing minor and a 10-minute misconduct. Alex Pietrangelo got a roughing minor, and Gustav Forsling got a roughing minor. So all of the penalties ended up evening out, and then Barbashev and Tkachuk got 10-minute misconducts on top of it. Yes, Bobrovsky got pulled earlier in the second period, Nomander. $1:21 now to go here in the second. Another Another neutral zone face-off. Yeah, it was a perfect hit from Matthew Tkachuk. He did absolutely nothing wrong, Kelly. He didn't get a penalty for the hit. He got a penalty for the scrum afterwards, but he didn't get a penalty for the hit. It was a perfectly clean hit. And that one's going to deflect up into the bench. 47 seconds now to go in the period. No, Bobrovsky will be back in the net for game number 3. I mean, Bobrovsky is one of the biggest reasons why Florida is even here. He's going to be back in the net for game 3. Here's a chance for Florida with a final 20 seconds as Lomberg gets a shot on goal. And another nice save there from Adin Hill. What else is new? I don't even get excited for these Adin Hill saves anymore because he's just making it look easy. He's done it all game. He's making stop after stop after stop here. $16 seconds to go. Offensive zone face-off for Florida. Still looking for their first goal. I don't know. Adin Hill's going to be pretty tough to beat. He has just been absolutely outstanding right now. Work to the middle. Final 10 seconds. Vegas able to clear it out of their end. And that is going to do it now for period number 2 as we get a little more pushing and jawing back and forth here at the end, but we are through 2 periods. 40 minutes of action down, 20 minutes remain. Vegas with 2 goals in the first, 2 more goals here in the second, and they are in absolute control of this one, up 4-0 over the Florida Panthers. And, yeah, all Golden Knights here tonight in this one as they look to take the 2-0 series lead. Malika, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Much, much appreciated. Tkachuk will be back in the third period, Battery. He got a 10-minute misconduct, so he got 2 minutes for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. So did Ivan Barbashev. So they'll both be back right around the halfway mark of the second period. They'll both be back, or the third period. They'll be back halfway through the third period. So we go to the second intermission here. We've got some time to kill. Waiting for the third to begin. Very one-sided game so far. Very one-sided series so far. Vegas took game 1 5-2. And now up big here in game number 2 as well. So Golden Knights taking care of business on home ice, doing exactly what they need to do. I have no idea, no, Mander. Honestly, based on how these first 2 games have gone, I mean, I don't know how many goals we're going to get in this third period, but the game 1 had 7 goals in it. Obviously, Vegas has 4 on the board already here. If Florida had any offense whatsoever, this game would probably be going over. So, I don't know. Unders are tough with these teams, but the way Adin Hill makes it seem like he's not going to give up a goal. So, I mean, with Adin Hill playing the way that he is, it might be tough to go over. But at the same time, both of these teams do have some talented offensive players. So I don't know. Game. That's the thing about a series like this is game to game can be very different. Like you could have a one game that's like 5-3 high scoring, and then another game that's 2-1 right after it, and it really each game kind of starts fresh and takes on its own identity. So it's tough to tell what's going to happen on a night-to-night basis. We've again game 3 is not until Thursday. They've got 2 days in between. There's travel in between. Florida's going to be back on home ice for game 3. I mean, we could see Florida come out looking like a completely different team once they get back home. That's happened plenty of times before in playoff series and Stanley Cup Final series. I mean, I remember 2011. The Bruins lost both games in Vancouver to start the final, and then they came back to home ice for game 3 and 4 and won both games 3 and 4 and ended up winning the series. So, there's still a ways to go. Florida may end up being a lot better back at home than what we've seen in these first 2 games. But certainly these first 2 games have been largely in favor of the Golden Knights. Yeah, but Bobrovsky has really fallen off the last few games. Bobrovsky has really fallen off. His first 2 games of this final have not been very good, and Bobrovsky's one of the biggest reasons why the Panthers got here. He made some monstrous saves in the first round against the Bruins. I mean, there were multiple breakaways that he got stops on that could have completely changed the outcome of that series. There were a lot of goals in the series against Toronto, or a lot of almost goals in the series against Toronto that he made big saves on. He was definitely one of the stars of that series. And, obviously Florida was able to sweep Carolina in the conference final, but he had to make some good stops there. I mean, Bobrovsky went from playing really, really well the last, 2+ series to all of a sudden having a really tough start here against the Golden Knights. Yes, I am a little surprised the Canes got swept. I mean, I definitely thought that, that Florida was capable of winning, and it was no guarantee, no easy win, but I'm surprised that the Canes got swept. I'm not surprised that they necessarily lost this series, because I do think that Florida was obviously capable of beating them, but I'm surprised it was a sweep. Yes, I thought Carolina would be better than that. Hey, what's going on, Jacob? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We're at the second intermission, getting ready for the third. And it's been all Golden Knights tonight. They are up 4-0 here over Florida. No, I really don't care, no, Mander, because I don't watch basketball at all, so it would have been nice if they won, but like, as far as like any real care for it, I really don't care. Yes, Jamie, Swayman will be back. Yes. I have no idea, Battery. I don't know. Probably go to work every day like I do now, and maybe see my friends more. Maybe if the Hurricanes didn't blow it, Jacob, but they didn't play good enough to win, so that's what happened. I mean, there's no... if you don't win a game, then that's what you get. You want the series to be longer, then win a game. Yeah, I definitely think Aiden Hill's in the Conn Smythe conversation right now. 100% Aiden Hill's in that conversation. I mean, obviously, Vegas has to win the series, and the series isn't over yet, but He will definitely be a top contender for it if he continues playing like this, no doubt. Yeah, Florida's really going to have to find some extra juice when they get back home, Red Rubber. They're going to have to find something when they get back on home ice. They're, I mean, they're getting taken to the cleaners here on the road. See how much time left we have in this intermission. Whatever it is, it's going to be too long. I wish they'd just start this third. But, oh, only 3 minutes. All right, not too bad. No, I hope the series goes longer than that, No Mander. That's too short for a Stanley Cup Final. I hope it's a longer series than that. But we shall see. Vegas looks really good. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, Jamie. I don't know how they're going to attempt to do that. Bertuzzi is going to be way too expensive for the Bruins unless they trade like Taylor Hall or something like that. There's been so much talk about Bertuzzi coming back, but I don't see how they can do that with the salary cap situation. Unless they dump a big contract, I just don't see it happening. No idea, Jay. I mean, unless you're the doctor evaluating him, I don't think anybody knows. Yeah, Bennett's been a non-factor completely, and he's one of those guys that's really important for Florida. Bennett is a tone setter for the Panthers. When he's playing well and he's physical, he's stirring shit up, he's going to the front of the net, he's scoring dirty goals. Like, when Bennett's playing well, generally Florida's playing well. When Bennett disappears, is usually Florida's stinking up the joint. And right now, Bennett's been completely invisible, and Florida's stinks. But Barkov's been completely invisible, too. I mean, Barkov's done absolutely nothing. There's certainly plenty of blame to go around here for Florida. I mean, nobody on the Panthers is playing to their potential right now. Like, nobody on Florida looks good. They've all been disappointing. All their top guys right now have been disappointing. right. Should be getting back here. Just drop the puck on the third rather quickly. And again, I mean, Florida's not coming back in this game. I mean, unless Vegas completely collapses, which I don't think is happening. So at this point, if you're Florida, it's just about trying to get something good going in your favor. It's about setting a tone. It's about sending a message that this series isn't over. I know I would be playing my fourth line a lot if I were the Panthers in this third period. And for Vegas, I mean, it's just don't do anything stupid. Literally, that's the entire third period for Vegas is just don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets suspended and like don't completely collapse and give up 4 goals. So that's the deal for Vegas here is just don't be dumb. And for Florida, you got to try and send a message and set a tone for game 3. Eichel is back on the bench, so it looks like he's fine. Yeah, he's ready to go for the third. Eichel's back on the bench. He's cleaning his visor. He is good to go here for the third period. So we're getting ready to drop the puck here on the third. Vegas and Florida, 4-0 Golden Knights heading into this final 20 minutes. And it's going to be Barkov in the faceoff dot against Waugh. One back by Florida, and they take possession. Pass up through the middle. Deflected in behind. Aiden Hill plays it. Gives it to Martinez. Martinez turns it over to Duclair. Second chance shot. And Florida scores! 14 seconds in. Wow. Anton Lundell after a brutal turnover from the Golden Knights. And Florida's on the board. It's a 4-1 game. The third period has just started. What did I just say the game plan had to be for Vegas? Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. And 14 seconds into the period, they give the puck away and give up a goal. Like, God, that is brutal. Now, luckily, they still have a 3-goal lead, and it's not the end of the world. But if Florida builds off that and scores again, all of a sudden, this game just got really interesting. That was a horrific turnover from Alec Martinez. And Alec Martinez is a very good defenseman who's a Stanley Cup winner and, you know, a veteran guy who's been a solid top 4 D-man for a long time in the NHL, like over a decade. That is a very bad turnover from a guy with the stature of Alec Martinez. Here's another one. Shot up high and eventually cleared out by the Golden Knights. They ice the puck. This has been as bad of a start to the period for Vegas as you could have seen. They have completely taken their foot off the gas here. Whatever they are coming out into this third way too light. Way too light, playing like the game is already over, just going through the motions. Bad turnover leads to a goal. And now they ice the puck when they really didn't need to. A bad icing. Florida with another offensive zone face-off here. Vegas needs to realize that the game is not over yet. They still have a third period to play. They have come out way too nonchalant here in this third. This is not a good start. They've got to get back to playing hockey that got them the lead in the first place. Taken now. Vegas sends it up. And that one's chipped up by the boards. Florida back into the offensive zone. Here's Duclair. He turns it over. That was a stupid turnover from Duclair. Now Vegas with speed. Here comes Eichel. He's driven wide. Down in the corner. Both teams fighting for it. Moved into the middle. All alone. Marchessault, and he's got his second of the game. Jonathan Marchessault gets the goal right back. And it's 5-1 Golden Knights. A horrific breakdown defensively by the Panthers leaves Marchessault all alone in the middle of the ice. He makes no mistake about it. And the 4-goal lead has returned. And it is 5-1 Vegas. They take advantage of a horrific play defensively by the Panthers. And Jack Eichel, with another assist, sets up Marchessault again. And it is 5-1 Vegas. God, Florida just puking all over themselves in this game here. Like, nobody within 15 feet of Marchessault there as he walks through the slot and scores. I mean, nobody even close to him. Offensive zone draw now here for Florida. They can't win it. Vegas wins it back. Florida regrouping in their own zone. It's played up. 17:15 to go here in the third. Cleared back out. Here's Forsling. And we got a penalty now coming up against the Panthers. It looks like a cross-checking call. And Carter Verhaeghe's going to the penalty box. So Vegas here going back to the power play. They have scored on the power play in this game. And Verhaeghe cross-checks Pietrangelo there when Pietrangelo was down on the ice. And it's going to result in a Vegas power play. So Vegas comes out a little bit sleepy for the first 2 minutes. But then they get their act back together. They score the Marchessault goal that Florida just handed to them by not covering anyone in front of the net. And now they're back to the power play. So after a brief slip up to start the period, Vegas is back in complete control. Brought up now, backhanded in deep. Forsling to get it, and Vegas is offside. So that's going to get whistled down 19 seconds into the power play. Stevenson with it now. Wins it back. Vegas takes possession. They're happy to watch this clock burn down, up 5-1. 16.5 minutes remaining in this game. A minute and a half left on the Golden Knights power play. Here's Stone. Back to Theodore. His pass attempt gets blocked away, and Florida clears it all the way down. Hill comes out to leave it for Theodore behind the net. Vegas starts it back up ice. Move through the middle now. Vegas back with it. Here's Stevenson. Played by Stone to the blue line. Over now, top of the circle, Eichel. Back to the faceoff dot. Eichel with possession. Looking for something to open up. Fires a shot. That one ripped wide off glass. Kept in the zone. Work back down low for Stone. Stone out of the corner to Eichel on the half wall. Eichel with it. Passes back down to Stone. Final 37 seconds of the power play. Looking for the backdoor connection, but it doesn't get through. Lifted out now all the way down. 20 seconds to go on the Vegas power play. That hit was a perfectly clean hit, Andrew. It wasn't even a penalty. Working it back now. Long shot by Martinez. That one redirected. Moved played here by Amadio. Martinez with another shot that's ripped wide. 14:44 to go in the third. That one's covered up by Lyon. And Vegas spending some more time here in the offensive zone. Power play is over, however. Wow, good tip by Carlson. Martinez blasted one in. Carlson got a stick on it, but a nice pad save. Lyon keeps it out. Waugh just got hit with the puck up in the face. Sure, that's going to make him a little more angry. Moved out, long shot. That one blocked away by Hill. Long shot again, misses wide. Florida back into the offensive zone. Big hit there. Bennett knocked down Haig. Vegas moves the puck, though, and they get it up and out of the zone. Brought up into the offensive end, McNabb. Oh, McNabb was looking for a big hit there, but he decides once the puck was away to just peel off. Kept in now. McNabb out high, top of the circle. Tees one up. Lyon gets a piece of it and makes the save. So used to talking about Aiden Hill's saves. Lyon gets a nice one there. Worked over now into the offensive zone. Theodore loses it. Panthers trying to come back the other way. Here's Duclair. Drives it wide. Falls down. Throws it in front. Hill gets a stick on it. 13 minutes now to go here in the third. 13:15 to be exact. Vegas in control up 5-1. Barkov plays it. Gets it right back at the red line. Carries into the offensive zone. Pass through the middle, nobody home. Vegas steals, not able to clear it out. Second chance now they do, up to Riley Smith. Into the offensive end, Smith plays it through. Pietrangelo. Move through the middle. Long shot there. That one's gloved down by Lyon as Eichel ripped that one on goal. And Lyon snags it with the glove. We get to our first commercial break of period 3. Both teams have scored a goal here in the third. And Vegas continues to lead by 4, except instead of 4-0, it's 5-1. And they are still in complete control here of game number 2, about to take a 2-0 series lead over the Florida Panthers. Ugh, these commercial breaks take way too long. These commercial breaks take way too long. Florida back now in their own zone as we start back up here. Stolen away from Mark Stahl, though, by Nick Amadio. Moved in front. Shot again there. Amadio with a chance. Vegas pouring on pressure here in the offensive zone, working it around William Karlsson. Played around. Vegas still on the attack. Puck down low. Karlsson trying to dig it loose. Sends it back to the point. Martinez fakes the shot. Gets one over to Smith. Shot in there. Florida down the other way. That was Reinhart. Doesn't get it through. Back up ice comes Vegas into the offensive zone. Trying to find Kolasar along the boards. He sends it down low. Carrier chases Mahura. Around and cleared there by Montour. Back up into the offensive zone. Heavy hit by Verhaeghe on the forecheck, but Vegas moves the puck quickly. They get it up and out. Moved across here. Florida's offsides entering the zone. And we get a whistle with 11:02 remaining here in the third period. Vegas continues to lead 5-1. As I think at this point, both teams probably just want to watch this clock bleed to 0. Get this game done and over with, and then move on. Get ready for Game 3 in Florida. No, James, I am from Massachusetts, but I am not from Boston. No, Jamie, because the Bruins didn't want to play for Bruce Cassidy. All the players hated him, so if Bruce Cassidy was still in Boston, they wouldn't have been the team that they were. They wouldn't have been good. DeBrusk wouldn't be there. Bergeron would have never come back. Krejci would have never come back. None of them wanted Cassidy there. Lifted up and out there. High off glass. Howden sends it down, and Florida's going to regroup as both teams. Get line changes here and fresh guys on the ice. Shot there. That one up and off glass. Down in the corner. Lifted out. And icing here against the Golden Knights. 10:03. 10:03 to go in the third. And we are about halfway through this period. Almost done with this game. Vegas up 5-1 still. Barbashev and Kachuk both got out of the penalty boxes. They got roughing minors and 10-minute misconducts for the scrum after the hit. Kachuk hit on Eichel, and they both just got out of the penalty boxes now, so they go back to the bench. And we'll see what their ice times look like here in the final 10 minutes. If you're going to spoil the score in the chat before I see it happen, I'm just going to get rid of you. I'm sick of seeing scores in the chat a minute before I get to see it. So Vegas kicks it up now, carried in by Karlsson. He gets in behind the D, passes across, and Michael Amadio finishes it off at 6-1. It is 6-1 Vegas as they put another one home. And they continue to pour it on here as they extend the lead to 5. Six-1 lead now here for the Golden Knights as they pour it on and put them in the back of the net here against Florida. Carlson got hooked. It didn't matter. He was able to get the backhand pass through to Michael Amadio. And Amadio puts it in the open net. Lyon had slid way out of position. And it is all Golden Knights here. This is a blowout of all blowouts here in this one. The Panthers had about 2 good minutes of this game, and that's about it. Nine minutes to go in the third. Lifted up now, played back by Mark Stone, taken by Duclair. Vegas holds back in their own zone now with 8:40 remaining. But fourth lines are getting a lot of ice time here in this third for both of these teams, as expected with the score being so one-sided. Now's the opportunity to rest players, because might as well just get them rested and ready for Game 3. Colin White with it, driving wide around Theodore. White just sends it deep. McNabb up the wall. And it deflects off glass and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 8:15 to go here in the third period. Hey, Keto Catharsis, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Keto. Welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's starting to look that way, Jamie. It might be, the Cinderella story might be coming to an end. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Montreal 2 years ago. In 2021, it kind of reminds me of Montreal being a complete Cinderella story in the playoffs in 2021, going all the way to the finals from being the last team to make the postseason. But then once they played the Lightning in the final, the magic carpet ride was over. The Cinderella story ended, and Tampa handled them pretty easily in that final series. It seems like the same kind of thing is happening here with Vegas. Just Florida's Cinderella story is over. No, I really don't give a shit, Battery. I really don't give a shit. All right, have a good night, Pablo. See you later. Thanks for watching. 8 minutes to go here. Watching this clock run out. Panthers trying to keep it in the offensive zone. They cannot. Vegas clears again. And there's Marchessault playing it back. There's another shot. That one's ripped wide. Doesn't get through. Good chance for Barbashev, but he couldn't put it home. 7.5 minutes now to go in the third period. 6-1 Golden Knights. Stolen away there by the Panthers. They try and carry up. Here's Bennett on the backhand. Second chance, and they score. That definitely went in. Players didn't seem to realize it, But that's a goal for Matthew Tkachuk in the Florida Panthers. As the rebound goal finds a way in the back of the net after Hill made the first save on Bennett. Tkachuk put home the rebound, and we have ourselves a 6-2 hockey game. There's your 8th goal, Nomander. And the goal doesn't mean very much, but it is 6-2 as Florida gets another one. And Tkachuk gets his 10th goal of the postseason. I don't even think the players realized that that went in. Nobody was acting like it was a goal, and then all of a sudden the ref was just like, guys, yeah, that's a goal. I have no idea, Kelly. I just try to ignore people who are here wasting everybody's time like that. I don't even bother even responding to it because it's just a waste of everybody's time. Worked around now. Nice save there on Lomberg by Hill. Down in the corner. Florida still trying to dig this one out, but Mark Stone's able to steal for Vegas. Passes to Stevenson. Stevenson now into the offensive zone. 6:35 remaining here in the third. Lomberg with a big hit on Stevenson. And now Lomberg shoves one of the Golden Knights as he heads back to the bench. Casey Fitzgerald from back behind his own zone. Into the offensive end. Bounces that one just wide. Hill trying to find it. Puck's loose on the line. And Hill, wow, just able to cover that one up. Another big stop there by Adin Hill. We got a little bit of a scrum going here after the whistle as Tkachuk and Theodore say hello to one another. And that puck was in the crease, sitting on the goal line. And Adin Hill able to find it and get the glove on it before it goes in. It remains 6-2. Gary, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub hype in the chat for Gary. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. And Shea Theodore saved a goal there. That puck almost bounced off of Hill's pad and into the net. And Shea Theodore saved a goal there. And they're going to give Tkachuk another misconduct here. He's sent to the locker room for getting in that scrum with Theodore. And Matthew Tkachuk racking up the penalty minutes here in this series so far. Most of them on misconducts. That's now his 3rd misconduct of the series. So there's 30 PIMs right there. He's really padding the stats in this one. No, he shouldn't. Matthew Tkachuk is being a hockey player. This is hockey. That is literally what hockey is. You should go watch hockey from the 90s and the 80s, and there'd be guys with 300 penalty minutes in a season, and guys with over 100 penalty minutes just in the playoffs. That's literally hockey. This isn't fucking basketball and crybaby sports. What Kachuk should have done is actually fought somebody instead of just racking up these misconducts. He should have actually fought somebody. TNT is 5,000 times better than ESPN. It's not even close. TNT is 5,000 times better than ESPN. Hey, the big whoop. What's going on? Thank you for subscribing. Let's get that sub hype in the chat. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Moved in front there. Vegas trying to score again. That one doesn't go. Florida's able to clear. They come up ice into the offensive zone. Here's Cousins. Moved across, sent up the boards. That's cleared out. And Forsling's going to go back and get it. Around back now with 5:10 to go in the third. Moved up, taken away. At the red line, Chandler Stevenson happy just to hold possession as we tick under 5 minutes to go. It's a 6-2 lead for Vegas. They're about to have a 2-0 lead in the series. Just gotta watch this clock burn down to nothing. 4:40 remaining as Florida carries in. Turned over, Vegas comes back with it. Little slash on the back of the legs there by one of the Panthers against Stone. I don't think anybody saw it. Kolasar will get in on the forecheck. Back to the point. Stolen away by Florida. Here they come up into the offensive zone. It's Lundell with a shot. That one sent up high off glass. Lomberg with another hit there on Waugh. Trying to dig this puck out. Would love to see Lomberg and Kolasar go at it. I don't think Lomberg would actually want to fight him, though. Kolasar's a tough kid. Played back by Braden McNabb. Lomberg likes to get under the opponent's skin, but he doesn't like to actually drop the gloves. And speaking of Lomberg and Kolasar, they're both gonna get 10-minute misconducts here. Fitzgerald involved as well. It actually might be Fitzgerald and Kolasar that are going. I don't think Lomberg got anything, but he was over there. Kolasar's already down the locker room tunnel. Let's see. Kolasar hit Mark Stahl in front of the bench. Stahl pushed him back. They go a little back and forth. Then Fitzgerald comes in for Florida. Starts shoving with Kolasar. And the referee is probably just going to send Kolasar and Fitzgerald to the showers early. And they get the hot water. They don't have to worry about the shower being cold. They get the hot water. They get to go a little bit earlier than the rest of their teammates. Off the draw now. Vegas wins it back. Duclair getting into it with Riley Smith. No, Barbashev now. Cross-checking call now against Anthony Duclair for taking out Barbashev off of that last play. So another penalty here for Florida. Duclair's going to go. He's sent immediately to the locker room. And Vegas should get a power play out of this. Vegas should get a power play out of this. Duclair's immediately sent packing. If I'm on the Florida bench, I'm doing everything I can to get kicked out of this game. I do not want to be left on the bench for the end of this game. If I'm playing for Florida right now, I want to get kicked out. I'm going to just go jump somebody or slash somebody or do something to get tossed from this game. Looks like Eric Stahl's getting tossed as well. Eric Stahl must have had something to say to the referee because he just got kicked out too. Eric Stahl heard me. So it's a power play now for Vegas with 3:25 to go. Moved back out in front. Short side shot. Oh, Lyon comes across and makes a huge save on Riley Smith. Lyon snags that one with the glove as Smith tried to make it 7-2. Off of the draw, one back again by Vegas. Working it around. That one's stolen away, though, by Lundell. And Florida's able to get it out of the zone. Vegas regrouping. Trying to carry it back up. Moved back at the point. And stolen here by the Panthers. They'll come up ice shorthanded. Dumped in by Ekblad. Ekblad just took a hit there at the blue line. One of the Vegas defenders stepped up on him. Here's Lomberg now on the forecheck. Vegas just killing it back in their own zone. Pietrangelo with the puck. Waiting for something to happen. Finally moves it up ice. Up into the offensive zone. Dump deep. Mark Stahl. Gets it away from Carrier and just sends it all the way down. Lomberg and Hill come together a little bit there. Vegas comes back up ice. 40 seconds to go on their power play. Move to the middle. High shot slot. And they score! Howden puts it home at 7-2 Golden Knights. They score on the power play. 2:08 to go, and they are just running it up here in the third. I mean, the game's been over for a while. It's not like it really matters. But another stat patter there for Brett Howden, who goes 5-hole on Lyon and makes it a 7-2 game. What a great touch pass from Michael Amadio, too. And then Howden goes 5-hole. .208 remaining in the third, and it feels like this game is just never going to end. Around now, heavy in on the forecheck. High hit there from Lomberg. Lomberg isn't slowing down. He's going to get into it with somebody. He and White Cloud got the gloves up here. And Vegas eventually comes away with it. And that puck goes up into the bench area. We get a whistle as that hits somebody on the Vegas bench. 1:45 to go. Another whistle. Hey, what's going on, Alex? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Moved across. Here's Cousins with a shot. Nice save there by Hill. Bennett tries to spin one on goal, but he can't get it through. Florida setting back up in the offensive zone. Shot in there. Glove down there by Hill, and we get another scrum going here as Carrier and Cousins decide to get into it, and everybody comes together again, and it looks like the referees are just going to start sending everybody to the locker room here. As Cousins is going to get tossed, it looks like Carrier is going as well. So pretty much anybody who talks to each other at this point is getting thrown out of the game. If they even look at each other, they're getting tossed. The penalty minute numbers are going to be high for all these 10-minute misconducts. Literally, a lot of guys are padding the stats with 10-minute misconducts in this one. But hey, when you go back and look at it, everyone's just gonna see the number and be like, "Hey, physical playoffs for you, man." And really, it was all just getting thrown out of blowout games at the end of the third period. One back now. Florida with a shot. That one goes wide. White gets hit. Oh, no. Carrier didn't go. Carrier's still out there. So who is the Vegas guy that they were pointing at? They pointed at one of the Vegas players, but I guess it wasn't Carrier because he's still out there. Kolasar's already gone. I'm surprised Lomberg is still in this game. I figured Lomberg would have been tossed by now. Haig plays it away from Lomberg. Lomberg's going to head to the bench. God. If I were him, I would have done something to get going physically. Vegas just holding it back in their own zone here, ducking checks from Panthers and killing the clock. 20 seconds to go. Vegas trying to get in on the forecheck. Montour didn't like that. They took a run at Montour. 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like back behind the play, Montour's trying to get at somebody. 7 seconds to go, and we got everybody coming together. Brandon Montour is trying to get to one of the Vegas players. Bennett's involved. We got Howden in it. Howden's getting into it here with Reinhart. McNabb joins the fray. And with 7 seconds remaining, we get another scrum going on here after the whistle. And this all started with Riley Smith hit with a spinning off a hit on Montour, and then Montour didn't like it, went back after Smith, and everybody else decided to join in. Everybody else decided to join in, but nobody actually wants to fight. This is where these players now are all soft compared to 10, 15 years ago. If 10 years ago, this would have been a full 5-on-5, everybody fighting. And now they all just want to push and shove, but nobody actually wants to drop the gloves. If you're going to yap back and forth, get out there and actually do something about it. Looks like we're going to go 4-on-4 here for the final 7 seconds. Not that it really matters. Oh, me too, Jay. Me too. Big time. I probably won't be watching Big Whoop. And the final seconds ticking off as these teams come together and start to yap one last time, but this game is over. This game is over. And Vegas, with a blowout win in game number 2, now have a 2-0 series lead. As it is a huge win for the Golden Knights on home ice, and they are up 2-0 in the series with the series heading back to Florida. The Panthers are going to need to be a totally different team back at home in these next 2 games to get themselves back into this series, and Golden Knights taking care of business, doing what they need to do. Just a complete control right now of this series for the Golden Knights. So that is going to do it for me. I've got work tomorrow morning. I've already stayed up later than I should have, but we enjoyed some hockey. And congratulations to Vegas. Boy, what a night for them. And they are now 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup. So I'm not sure when I'll be streaming again, when I'll be back, but hopefully this series isn't over in 4, and hopefully we get some games next week. And I will hopefully be able to do some games next week if the series does make it that far. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys again so much. Really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, really means a lot if you give that thumbs up and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun. And we'll see how the rest of this series goes, but it's all Vegas right now. Thanks again, guys. Have a great night. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And whenever next time is, I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.